No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air, it's Henderson. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll give it to the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's got room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Tar Heels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air. It's Henderson. Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack for the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's looking deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, UNC! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back gets the give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. Now improvising. Fires downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pulls it. It's Robinson.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try the run. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And I'll tell you what. No secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just
breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Quick release by the QB. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to change this route. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very good play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Trying play action. He fires one deep over the middle. And he's got it inside the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long.